The Democrats in the House, they've released, of course, on Tuesday, they released their multiple hundreds of page report about their impeachment findings. And many people probably assumed that everything that was in there was gonna be what we already heard from the previous week's public testimonies, those explosive things. But in reality, the Intelligence Committee actually put all those assumptions to rest when they released also, there was call logs of many people, the players that are generally around the president, and the calls they've had and who they've called, how long they spoke with, as AT&T released all the information. And on that list was Devin Nunes, Rudy Giuliani, and Lev Parnas, Rudy Giuliani's arrested buddy. So questions are being asked of Devin Nunes about why and where he's standing on it. As we already know, he's the ranking member that was on those committees that was defending the president feverishly. Questions were asked by Fox News even, and Devin Nunes decided not to answer.
Clear the air, because I want to hear, what did you discuss with Lev Parnas?
Well, I don't even know, because I've never met Parnas, and like I filed in federal court. And so, it's a great question because many people want to know, including myself. So,
so you never had any phone conversation with him?
We have not been able to confirm that yet.
You don't think you would remember if you had a conversation?
You have to remember, we are the House Intelligence Committee Oversight Committee, okay? So we get calls from people every day, okay. All walks of life. I get them from all over the world, allies and people that aren't our allies. In this case, I just don't know.
He just doesn't know, you guys. So in response to that, an attorney, or the attorney for Lev Parnas, actually put up on Twitter, put that little post from that appearance on Fox News, and he said, "Hey, Devin Nunes, Lev remembers what you spoke about. You don't remember? Hashtag let Lev speak."
Damn, shots fired.
And of course, that was a litany of crazy responses like, "Oh, damn."
So that Nunes interview was amazing. It seemed like he was talking about somebody else. He's like, we're gonna have to confirm if Devin Nunes spoke to Lev Parnas. Dude, you're Devin Nunes. Okay, hey, what do we talk about? I don't know, you'd have to ask Devin Nunes. You're Devin Nunes, and I did just ask you.
Yeah, I just, in like cartoons, when it will pan up to a character's brain and there'll be like a bunch of weasels running around and like bumping into each other. Like I'm imagining like a flock of birds flying around in his head. First of all, he's very slimy. He's slimier than a lubed up banana slug. He's a slimy man. Secondly, he has the least foresight of, I think, anybody in this entire game. What did Devin think was going to happen? Like, what did you think? You are part of a scheme that is being investigated by a body that has subpoena power. What did you think was going to happen? Did you think like the giant meteor was gonna come and save you before we found out what happened? I'm so curious what Devin Nunes thinks happened to Devin Nunes.
He keeps doing it. He goes on TV all the time. You would think, maybe you think, oh, he was sabotaged. He didn't realize that Martha MacCallum would actually ask him a question because it's Fox News. He goes on CNN, he goes on NBC News. I'm not sure which all the outlets he goes on, but I know he goes on what they don't see as friendly media outlets. Why do you keep doing it? If I don't have anything to say, or if I know everything I'm saying is gonna result in me trying to sue that media network for repeating what I said, like he keeps doing, I would just shut up. Just sit back, don't go on TV.
I just want to back up what both of you are saying. No foresight in seeing that maybe they might find out that you're talking to criminals. Like, they can't find out what you said in the call, except that they can because Lev Parnas is flipped and is now likely to testify against you guys. But they can clearly see your phone number. You're a United States Congressman, you don't know that? And then to JR's point, my God, you're about to go on TV. You're now in the middle of the scandal. We already know you talked to the guy who's been arrested. And it looks like he didn't do any preparation. He's like, what? What did Devin Nunes talk about? How would Devin Nunes know? You didn't think that through before you went on TV? Like, there's no one on your staff who's like, hey, Devin, you gotta come here, man. We gotta talk through what's gonna happen when they obviously ask you, what did you say to the criminal?
It's insane.
Didn't he also mispronounce the name of Lev Parnas?
Yeah.
Like, that is the funniest defense. Like, if I can't say it, it couldn't have happened. Like, did I commit treason? I can't possibly know him because I can't say his name. Oh, of course, Devin. It's just, I cannot believe that a man this stupid is in Congress.
Well, so all the guilty ducks are lining up. A couple more instances of why these lined up with some of the phone calls. To the one graphic, the phone call records indicated that Nunes and Giuliani were in touch, and of course he wrote that off as, "Hey, everybody knows Giuliani. He's a buddy of all of ours." They were in touch regularly last April, just when Giuliani was working on a foreign policy back channel to try to convince Ukraine to open an investigation into the Bidens. Nunes also had a conversation with Parnas, the Giuliani associate, of course, who was helping him with the effort to dig up that dirt. And one more part of Nunes' defense of the president involved discredited theories and were being peddled by Giuliani and Parnas, just as Nunes was apparently having those phone call chats with both of them. So when we know how talking points work in Washington, then we know the memos go out. It happens with media outlets and it happens with political parties. And they're like, this is what we're gonna say to defend it. So when you're going out there and trying to defend the president, and you're saying the same things that Giuliani is saying he got from Parnas, then we wonder what those phone calls you were having right before you're making more of those media appearances that you shouldn't have been making, where you got those things from. Yes, we're piecing it together, but it all just makes sense.
And before you go on air, you've got to have a credible theory. Like, come up with an alternate theory. I couldn't sleep at night if I had committed those offenses and people were starting to find out. I'd be like, oh my God, what should I tell them instead? Devin sleeps like a baby. He's like, oh, I got this. I'll just pretend it's not me. So, by the way, he dug himself a little deeper hole. So I want to go to that video next and then talk about it. Here, let's watch.
So you didn't have an opportunity to look at the phone numbers that are on there at all?
We're sitting with thousands of pages of metadata, okay, of numbers. So somehow they went through there and found my cell number a few times. And what's even worse is that they selectively used my numbers in order to build on their conspiracy theory that somehow myself and my two staffers, former staffer, one current staffer, that they don't like because we embarrassed them with the Russia hoax. I mean, that's what this is all about. It's about retribution, okay, for what we've done to them the last 3 years because they don't like that we outed them with their Russia hoax and now their Ukraine hoax. That's what this is about. So we can't trust, I'm not gonna trust anything that Adam Schiff has to say.
Dude, it's not Adam Schiff. Your number is calling his number. There's no doubt about it. He's like, well, there's thousands of calls that have been made. Well, that's true. Thousands of calls have been made. Millions of calls have been made across the country. But none of them were to this criminal who's been arrested outside of you, Giuliani. And by the way, he's got Trump on tape too. So, but my favorite was they've been selectively picked these numbers. Yeah, because you're the sitting minority chair on the Intelligence Committee. So when they look through all the people that Parnas called, they're like, oh my God, the head of the Republicans on the Intelligence Committee was talking to Parnas. That's like saying like, oh, well, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer called a lot of people. I happen to be one of the people he called, but I don't know why they're selectively picking it.
Yeah, you know, he sounds like a husband whose wife just found Tinder on his phone, and it's like indefensible. Like, I'm looking at it right now. He's like, a lot of people have Tinder. It's a very popular app. It must have just automatically downloaded. It's like,
and you're gonna go ahead and selectively choose my Tinder app on my phone to pick apart.
You know, thousands of people have Tinder.
Fun times.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.